Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's Raw Vibes with Chigora. Ndakatomira hangu panze paseri pemba pameetup. Right, I'm just next to the mutiti tree, the one that we used the other day to boost the immune system of our chicks. Right. So guys, today I'm going to showcase to you a video about hype. Right, about hype when it comes to running a project, whether it's a poultry project, whether it's pen fattening, whether it's growing tobacco, right? There's always a hype that is associated with such projects. You know, you get to get involved into farming just because Ghana and Ghana are doing it, or you get to get yourself involved into uh, poultry farming because there's such a reputable farmer who is doing so much within the industry. And you get to understand that some of those reputable suppliers or those reputable farmers, right? They'll be doing it, yes, and they'll be making profits, but then at the end of the day, you'll find out that it's just a hype. It's more like nyaya yezvihuta, guys. Nekuti chihuta chakauya in circulation, chakaita mbiri, vanhu vakaita jump into nyaya dzezvihuta. But at the end of the day, zvakazongobhuruwara, zvakazongoti rwi, zvakawira pasi, right? So guys, you need to do proper research before you embark upon a business project, right? In my case, when we built the chicken coop last year, 2025, in July and August, right? I went to the village and I did a bit of intensive research. I tried to check around and find out like how are people making money in the village. Vari say, you know? The initial idea was to start with broiler chickens so that I will do the rearing of broilers, my broilers, then dzakura ndodzitengesa ndowana income. Then from there I can start the Roadrunner project, which is our Roadrunner project whereby I'll be selling, whereby I'll be buying my day-old chicks at $1. Then I'll sell those when those chicks become hens, they start giving us eggs. Then I'll then start also selling chicks to those who may be in need of them at $1, which is the same price that I bought, or that I would have bought those chicks at, right? That was the initial plan, to start with the broilers. Guys, when I went to the village, I sat down, I do my further research, I did my calculations. I ended up coming to a conclusion that there isn't that much profit that you can make when you are raising broilers as a business or as a project, you know. So I even went to my neighbors, to my surroundings in the village, and I discovered that almost everyone, almost all the guys within my area, right, they're just doing broilers. You go to this other place, they are doing broilers. You go to Gurundoro's place, they are doing broilers. You go to Murewa's place, they are doing broilers. You go to this other place, Wajigegora, they are doing broilers. Then I ended up saying to myself, yeah, guys, so where am I going to get the market for these broilers? Then I have to withdraw that business idea, right? I had to withdraw that business idea. So the second option was to do the road runners, which are the ones that you can buy chicks for $1 and then you can sell them at $1 as well, after having kept them for 5 months or 6 months thereabout, because it takes time for these chicks to become chickens. Then the chickens will have to start giving us some eggs. It's a process, guys. This is not a fly by night. You know, if you want to get quick money, you don't have to get involved into such a business. You know, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to trust the process. So I said to myself, no, in as far as I like to do this project, let me hang on a bit, right? Then from there, I then went on to say, let me research more about this project, whereby I'll be dealing with pure breed chicks. And this is exactly where we are right now. However, I know that within this industry, right? There are other people out there who may be associating this business with a hype. And I'm here to prove to those people or to those guys that pure breeding is not a hype as such. You know, there are many business models that one can get involved into, and uh, it is not a hype. So I'm going to prove that in this particular video. So what am I saying, guys? You know, with pure breed chickens, right? We are getting these day-old chicks at $5 US, the cheapest one. It depends with the supplier. If you go to other suppliers, yes, you can get a light Sussex at $3 US, right? But where I got mine, I had to pay $5 US for a light Sussex. And I'm trusting that supplier because he is a reputable supplier and he is a well-known supplier in Zimbabwe, right? So what I'm saying, guys, is that with these chicks that I bought for $5 at minimum, meaning that the cheapest one, we bought it at $5 right? So I'm saying after we have raised these chickens and they start now giving us eggs, we'll then have our own incubator, have our own solar system, then we will also be selling eggs to those who may be in need of them. You know, guys, there are many farmers out there, some of them who are anticipating, you know, they are looking forward to be in this business and they are not yet in the business itself, right? So all those farmers, they will also be in need of these chicks. So that's the thing, guys. So I'm looking forward to a very big market of these purebred chicks. Besides having to supply in Zimbabwe, you know, we can always export to other countries. There's a number of various reputable suppliers whom I know, and right now they are in the process of exporting the pure breed chicks, exporting the eggs out of the country. So, guys, I can tell you that there's a very huge market in this, right? There's a very huge market. In as far as this project is concerned, also considering that it is situated, it is located, it is happening in the village. Guys, I'm not foreseeing myself having to sell most of these chicks within my village locally. Of course, yes, if someone comes to me and say Chigora, can you please sell me 10 blue Orpington chicks? Or can you please sell me black Australopithecus chicks? I will sell to that person, right? I will sell to that farmer. There's no issue with that. However, our huge market is online. Our huge market is on the internet. Guys, do you know that when I placed my order for these chicks, I got my first order after about 3 weeks or nearly a month, right? And I got about 30 chicks out of about the 50 that I ordered. Then secondly, I got my second batch. The spacing of these chicks is exactly 21 days. So after I've collected the first batch of about 30 chicks, I have to go back again after 3 full weeks to collect another batch of 20 chicks. So far, we are sitting with chicks in the brooder, and the large flock is 31 days today, right? While it's the young flock, the ones that I picked recently, they are just 10 days today. 31 days, 10 days, the difference is 21 days, and that's 3 full weeks that I have to wait. I had to wait for 3 full weeks for me to go and get my second batch, right? So already there's a shortage, there's a scarcity in the supply of these purebred chicks, right? Then besides that, guys, you know, as a business-minded person, you know, as someone who is or who does have an entrepreneurial mindset, you know, you need to have the mindset of a businessman, you know. Besides having to look forward to selling the chicks to other farmers, one can raise these purebred chicks to such an age whereby they are now ready for meat, right? Guys, it's very funny that the amount of feed that is eaten by these purebred chicks is exactly the same as the feed that is eaten by our roadrunner chicks or our mixed chicks or our mixed chickens that you can buy at 80 cents, 70 cents, $1. The cost of the feed is the same. The type of the feed is the same. These pure breed chicks, they don't feed on any special feed. They don't feed on any special feed. Exactly the same feed that you can give to your traditional roadrunners. Those chickens at home, guys, dzataidzingira kuti vana vadikweza vakadzingira kudai chinzi yaita Christmas hatibate ichi hatibate huku tidye nyama. You can feed that very same feed as long as it's a standard feed. We're talking about feed from reputable suppliers as well. We're talking about roadrunner starter, roadrunner grower, roadrunner breeder, right? Here, guys, we're not talking about nyayokandra huku sadza. Then what you want to do a breeding project whereby you are raising chicks uchikandira huku sadza kana munya wakasara nezuro. That's not the idea. Of course, yes, our traditional roadrunners, we can just throw anything that is edible. Anything chinochikika, they can just jump. But when it comes to our pure breed chicks, if we can just give a standard feed, then we are good to go. So what I'm saying, guys, is that the second project, you can also embark upon raising these chickens up until such an age whereby dzakudyiwa nyama, right? When they are ready for eating, then you can come up with a plan. You know, as someone with a business mindset, you can come up with a plan whereby you can have your own place. There are a lot of upmarket places, guys, whereby you can go and buy a plate of sadza for $15, $20. You know, I went to Marondra recently and I bought a plate of sadza for $1. You know, there's a place next to the tax rank, right? I'm used to that place. Like, whenever I go there, I buy my plate of sadza. It's $1. $1, right? But I'm saying, guys, you can have an upmarket place whereby you'll be dealing with a special meals, right? You can even introduce sadza rezviyo, sadza remunga, mfarinya, sadza nenyama yemabrahma chickens. Do you know that these Brahma chickens or these pure chickens, some of them you can sell a fully grown chicken at $80. Some of them at $70. So if I'm selling my plate of sadza for say $15, how many 15s do we have in say $75? It's 5, right? So can you split the whole full chicken, the whole full light Sussex, and just dish it out to 5 individuals, right? Then you are getting your money back. Guys, there are many business models that are associated with this project. So if someone comes to me and say, hey, Sech Gora, you are doing this project of raising pure breed chicks, to me it's a hype. I don't go for this business. If someone comes to me saying that, I'll just allow his words to go in here, through this ear, then pass out through this ear. You know, we need to be business minded, we need to be focused, we need to create an employment for other people as well. You know, when you are into a business project, there's a reason why your mind gets so sharp to the extent that you keep on strengthening your business, you keep on developing, you keep on coming with new ideas. The whole idea is to also offer employment to other people, right? Of course, yes, jobs may be scarce across the globe. That's why at times we end up having a recession. At times we end up having a downturn in the economy worldwide, not just in a particular country, right? So we need to come up with ways whereby we create employment for other people as well. So guys, to me, pure breeding of chickens is not a hype at all. It is quite a lucrative business because we have seen other people who are into it and they are thriving in their businesses. So guys, as far as I'm doing this in the village, so you can do it as well. Guys, this this video is quite long. I didn't think that it will be that long, but anyway, thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for the support. Thanks so much for always being on this channel. It's Sech Gora here in the village. Now it's time that I must say to you guys, have a blessed Sunday All the best wherever you are. Goodbye for now. Goodbye.